Hi everybody, so we're going to be entering and exiting dual carriageways using a slip road or a deceleration lane and an acceleration lane. So I hope you enjoy the video. If you enjoyed the video, it's going to help you, then give it a big thumbs up and feel free to share the video. Let's get some driving done. Tips then for you to do with dual carriageways, and I'll talk about this when I'm on there, is you've got to get your speed up on the acceleration lane to get onto it. There are exceptions. People say to me, what happens if it's packed with traffic? Well, if it's packed with traffic, you might have to slow down and maybe give way, but I've never give way yet. I've always kind of filtered it, whether it be a fast speed or slowing down for the traffic, because what you'll find in rush hour traffic, some dual carriageways or even a motorway might clog up and just come to a really slow speed, in which case you filter on slowly. But most of the time you're going to filter on at a fast speed, so you need to get your speed up to match the traffic on there. And remember, you're coming on, so you're the one who should be giving way. There's a give way line at the end of the acceleration lane, which you'll see later on. And we're going to join the dual carriageway from a roundabout to start with. So we're going to go left at the roundabout. So as we get closer, you can start to see the signs for telling you what lanes we're going to use. So we're going to go centre left, signalling. And we're slowing down because I can't see around the corner. Slowing down for a second gear. Lights are on red. You might even change when I get there. And I'm slowing down, keeping an eye on the lights. Where's your white line? Stop at the white line. If the lights are out of action, then you pull forward slowly to the point where you would think the giveaway line would be normally, and give way to your right. But the lights are on. Now, a little tip for you. When you're entering these busy roundabouts, even when the lights are on green to go, I still check to my right occasionally if it looks like it's busy, because I want to make sure that no one's flying through, not paying attention to the lights changing in front of them. So a quick check to make sure no one's flying through. Nothing wrong with that. Doesn't cost you anything to check, does it? And it might save your life one day. And then we're going to build our speed up. So it's national speed limit, dual carriageway, 70 mile an hour. You really want to get your speed up pretty quick. You don't want to be building up like a snail. And I'm in fourth gear, 45, 50. Fifth gear, 55, 60, building up quite nice, and the traffic ahead of us. Now I can do maximum 70 on these roads. The heavy goods vehicles can do 60. So there's a good chance you can overtake someone. And I'm doing 69 miles an hour at the moment, fifth gear. Now I'm going to get off at the next exit pretty quick. Got countdown markers, the 3 stripes on the left, centre mirror left, telling me your intentions, 3, 2, 1, exit. That's what it is. And I'm not going to slow down until I get onto the deceleration lane, which is where the giveaway lines are starting to open up. Checking my mirrors, braking, cancelling my signal and slowing down. The only exception, if I'm going to slow down that dual carriageway, is if it's a queue. I'm slowing down here. Now I'm going to follow the road ahead. A little queue in the right lane there, so I'm just taking my time, wondering what's going on. I think they're all turning right. Slowing down for a lower gear. Yeah, it's like they're all going right. Dropping down a second. Now I'm getting closer, and because of the angle I'm going to slow down and stop. Pop it in first, get up to the line, have a check. I'm not going to use my handbrake, I'm going to go gas biting point. And I'm waiting for the safe cap. It's pretty busy. Just waiting. Someone's getting bibbed on there. Waiting for the safe gap. Just looking what's behind me. Here comes my gap, gas, biting point, and I'm off. Change second gear, check my mirrors, signal to come off. Keeping to my lane, not drifting. Here's the acceleration lane. It's wide enough for 2 lanes, so be careful. It could be a car trying to go past you on the right. Build that speed up. Sometimes they're uphill, sometimes they're downhill. Checking what's going on. I'm in fourth gear now, doing 45, 50. As the grass ends on the right, that should be your opportunity to check your mirrors. Signal to the right. I'm doing 55 miles an hour, checking, signalling. I'm doing a little shoulder check to the right, make sure there's nothing there. Now there's a car there, so he's pulling out for me now. I can just see him pulling out. And I'm into fifth gear now. So that little Mercedes then, he took his time pulling out, and for a second I was going to just come off the gas and then get past me, but then he pulled out. So that signal's quite important. Tell people your intentions. We'll do exactly the same thing again. We're going to get off and get back on. So there's your sign, the green one just past them, saying there's an exit coming up. There's a little bit of a queue, So they're all starting to slow down, so I'm checking my mirrors, signalling left to come off, and they're all slowing down behind a heavy goods vehicle. So I'm doing 56 at the moment, and I'm coming off here, checking my mirrors, cancelling, letting the car start slowing down. Quite important, if you're on a fast road for a long period of time and you come onto the deceleration lane, check your speed. You might surprise how fast you're going still. And the lights are on green, so I'm not going to try and speed up. Going from 5th to 3rd. There's a middle lane. I'm going to go straight ahead and get back on if I can. Yeah, lights changing. There's your white line. Checking my mirrors. Up to the white line. And I'm going to use my handbrake first. So it's quick. Get off, get back on. So when the lights change, I'm going to get back on second exit. The left lane goes left ahead of me. This middle lane can go ahead. And the right lane can go right. There we go. Building my speed up. The lights are on red ahead of me, so I'm not rushing. I'm in second gear now. Checking my mirrors a lot to get across, because on a busy time of day you might get someone in the wrong lane just trying to get past you in the slightly different lane to get past you. Back to first gear. I've not got my handbrake on because I'm expecting to change yet. Gas on, biting point. Checking what's in my right mirror. Back to second gear. Building my speed up. Acceleration lane again. Back to the national speed limit. See the grass ending on the right. Get my speed up. I'm in 5th gear now. I'm checking. Yeah, because in the mirror I could see nothing. I check my right shoulder then, there's a grey car. You can just see me in front of you now. So it's quite important that you check what's next to you. I don't mean what's directly behind you. The mirror can cover that. But what's next to you on your shoulder. So be careful for that, because you can look in your mirror coming down, there's nothing, and it's right next to you there. So I'm in 5th gear doing 60. Now they're going a little bit slow, so I'm going to look to overtake them this time. So I'm getting towards 65, checking what's happening, nothing behind me, signalling, and I've done a little shoulder check again. So I'm doing 70 now and overtaking the 2 cars. And there's nothing wrong with overtaking. You know, if they're going slow and you've got the space and the power, then do it. But when I overtake them, I'm not going to rush to get back in. I want to make sure that grey car I'm passing now, I've passed it completely. So I'm doing 71, so I'm just going to come off the gas a little bit, checking my left, it's clear, signalling, and then coming back in. So a little tip, when you go past them, check that you pass about 2 or 3 car lengths before you start coming back in. Don't start coming too soon, you're going to cut them up, you're going to get them likely to flash you or bib you, or even chase you because you feel like you're being aggressive to them. So little tip that was. And we're going to get off at the next exit again. So there's half a mile away. If you're in the right lane, you want to start getting back into your left lane, otherwise you might miss your exit. So we're just keeping a safe gap, 2-second gap from the car in front of you, 4 seconds if it's raining. There's your countdown marks on the left, 3, 2, 1 exit, remember. So I'm checking my mirrors, signalling. The car behind me is pulling to the left lane behind me. He must want to come off me at the same time. And the car in front of me is going a little bit slow, so I'm coming off the gas a little bit. I'm having to brake a little bit for them because they're going a little bit slow. And just cancelling. Now I'm going to go left at the roundabout this time. Keeping my space from them, 2-second gap. Left at the roundabout, mirrors, signal, braking, and slowing down for the red light, keeping my space from the car in front of me at the same time. And then remembering to get yourself in the correct gear to pull off. If you've enjoyed this short video on getting on and getting off onto a dual carriageway via slip roads and a bit of overtaking in there at the same time, and you want to show a thumbs up, then fantastic. If you want to put a comment, that's also fantastic. I'll try and reply to every comment. Safe driving everybody, and watch out for my next video.